to Some Birds Flown Away by Victor Hugo, April 22nd, 1837. Children, come back. Come back, I say. You whom my folly chase away, a moment since from this my room, with bristling wrath and words of doom. What had you done, you bandit small, with lips as red as roses all? What crime, what wild and hapless deed, what porcelain vase by you was split to 1,000 pieces, did you need for pastime as you handled it some Gothic missile to enrich with your designs fantastical? Or did your tearing fingers fall on some old picture, which your dreadful fault? Not one of these, only when left yourselves to please this morning, but a moment here mid papers tinted by my mind. You took some embryo versus near, half-formed, but fully well-designed to open out. Your heart's desire was but to throw them on the fire, then watch the tinder for the sight of shining sparks that twinkle bright as little boats that sail at night, but like the window lights that spring from out the dark at evening. It was all, and you were well content. Fine loss was this for anger's vent, a stroke ill made midst play, sweet sound, that chased the words away in stormy flight. An ode quite new with rhymes inflated, stanzas, two that panted, moving lazily, and heavy Alexandrian lines that seemed to jostle bodily, like children full of play designs that spring at once from schoolroom's form. Instead of all this angry storm, another, my thank you well for saving prey from that grim cell, that hollow Danenia journal's grate, where editors who poets flout with their demoniac laughter shout. And I have scolded you. What fate for charming dwarfs who never meant to anger Hercules? And I have frightened you. My chair I sent back to the wall, and then let fly a shower of words you envious use. Get out, I said with hard abuse. Leave me alone. Alone, I say. Poor man alone. Ah, well a day. What fine result. What triumph rare, as one turns from the coffin dead. So left you, me. I could but stare upon the door through which you fled. I proud and grave, but punished quite. What care you for this my plight? You have recovered liberty, fresh air, and lovely scenery, the spacious park and wish for grass, the running stream where you can throw a blade to watch what comes to pass, blue sky and all the spring can show, nature serenely fair to see, the book of birds and spirits free, God's poem worth much more than mine, where flowers for a perfect stanza shine, flowers that a child may pluck and play, no harsh voice, frightening it away, and I'm alone, all pleasure, or alone with pendant called am we, for since the morning at my door, am we has waited patiently, that Dr. London born you mark one Sunday, in December dark, poor little ones, he loved you not, and waited till the chance, he got to enter as you pass away, and in the very corner where you played with frolic laughter gay, he sigh and yawns with weary air. What can I do? Shall I read books or write more verse, or turn fond looks upon enamel's blue sea green, and white on insects rare, as seen upon my Dresden chinaware? Or shall I touch the globe, and care make the heavens turn about its axis? No, not one of these things care I to do. All wearies me. I think of you. In truth, with you my sunshine fled, and gaiety with your light tread, glad noise that set me dreaming still. It was my delight to watch your will and mark you point with fingertips to help your spelling out a word, to see the pearls between your lips when I, your joyous laughter, heard your honest brows that looked so true and said, oh yes, to each intent your great bright eyes, that love to view with admiration innocent my fine old sever, the eager thought that every kind of knowledge sought, the elbow push with come and see. Oh, as spirit sylphs there be, and fays the wind blows, often hear the gnomes that squat the ceiling near in corners, made by old books dim the long-backed dwarfs, those goblins grim that seem at home amongst vases rare, and chat to them with friendly air. Oh, how the joyous demon throng must all have laughed with laughter long to see you on my rough drafts fall, my bald hexameters and all, the mournful miserable band, and dragged them with relentless hand from out their box with true delight to set them each and all alight, and then with clapping hands to lean above the stove and watch the scene. How to the mass deformed there came a soul that showed itself in flame, bright, tricksy children. Oh, I pray come back and sing and dance away and chatter too. Sometimes you may, a giddy group a big book sees. Or sometimes, if it's so you please, with nimble step you'll run to me and push the arm that holds a pen till on my finished verse will be a stroke that's like a steeple, when seen suddenly upon a plain. My soul longs for your breath again to warm it. Oh, return. Come here with laugh and babble and no fear, when with your shadow you obscure the book I read, for I am sure, oh madcaps, terrible and dear, that you were right. And I was wrong, but who is ne'er with scolding, tongue blamed out of season, pardon me. You must forgive, for sad are we the young should not be hard and cold, and unforgiving to the old children, each mourn your souls out like windows to the shining ing day. O miracle that comes, about the miracle that children gay of happiness and goodness too. Caressed by destiny, are you charming you are. If you but play, but we were living overwrought, and full of grave and somber thought, are snappish off, dear little men. We have ill-tempered days, and then are quite unjust and full of care. It rained this morning, and the air was chill, but clouds that dim the sky have passed. Things spite me, and why? But now my heart repents. Behold, what was that made me cross and scold? Oh, by and by you'll understand. When brows are marked by time's stern hand, then you will comprehend. Be sure when older, that's to say, less pure, the fault I freely own was mine. But oh, for pardon now I pine enough my punishment to meet you must forgive. I do entreat with clasped hands praying. Oh, come back, make peace, and you shall. Nothing lack. See now my pencil's paper here, and pointless compasses, and dear old lacquerwork, and stone where clear through glass, protecting all man's toys, so coveted by girls and boys. Great china monsters, bodies much like cucumbers you shall touch. I yield up all my picture rare found beneath. Antique rubbish heap, my great and tapestried oak chair, I will from you no longer keep. You shall about my table climb and dance or drag, without a cry for me, as if it were a crime. Even I'll look on patiently. If you your jagged toys all throw upon my carved bench, till a show the wood is torn, and freely too I'll leave in your own hands to view my picture Bible oft desired, but which to touch your fear, inspire with God and emperor's robes attired. Then if to see my verses burn should seem to you a pleasant turn, take them to freely tear away or burn. But oh not. So I'd say if this were Mary's room today, that noble poet happy town Marseille's a Greek, that him doth own daughter of Homer fair, to see a Virgil's son the mother, she to you I'd say hold children all let, but your eyes on his work fall these papers are the sacred nest in which his crooning fancies. Rest tomorrow wing to heaven, they'll soar for newborn verse in prison still, and manuscript may suffer sore at your small hands, and childish will, without a thought of bad intent of cruelty, quite innocent. You wound their feet and bruise their wings and make them suffer. Those ill things that children's play to young birds brings. But mine, no matter what you do, my poetry is all in you. You are my inspiration bright that gives my verse its purest light. Children whose life is made a hope, whose joy within its mystic scope owes all to ignorance of. Ill, you have not suffered, and you still know not what gloomy thoughts weigh down. The poet-writer, weary grow. What warmth is shed by your sweet smile, how much he needs to gaze a while upon your shining placid brow, when his own brow its ache doth know. With what delight he loves to hear your frolic play Nini treat its near, your joyous voices mixing well with his own songs, all mournful swell. Come back then, children. Come to me if you wish not that I should be as lonely now that you're afar as fisherman oft, who listless on his elbow leans through all the weary winter scenes, as tired of thought as on time flies, and watching only rainy skies, and a poem translated by Mrs. Newton Crossland.